Strangest things in history that really happened. So back in 1915, a woman from South Carolina named Essie Dunbar suffered an epileptic seizure that caused her to collapse and quit breathing. A doctor was summoned and he checked Essie for a pulse, and he declared her deceased. Soon after that, Essie's family arranged for a quick funeral. The funeral was held at a local church. Essie's body was placed in a wooden coffin and lowered into her grave, as mourners gathered around to pay their respects. The problem is, while all this was going on, Essie's sister was out of town, which made her late for the services. By the time she got there, Essie's coffin had already been placed into the grave and covered with dirt. When Essie's sister realized that Essie had already been buried, she begged the three presiding ministers to give her one last chance to see her sister's face. The three preachers collectively sighed, and they agreed. So they dug Essie up and hauled the coffin back to the surface. Then they unscrewed the lid and unsealed the coffin. That's when all hell broke loose. That's because Essie Dunbar sat straight up in her coffin and smiled at everyone. People began screaming and running for their lives. The three preachers got knocked over into the grave. Two of them trampled the third one, breaking several of that priest's ribs. Things grew even worse after that, when Essie climbed out of her coffin and began chasing after the mourners who were all running away from her, thinking Essie was a zombie. Even after that, it took some convincing for some of the locals to believe that Essie wasn't a zombie. Essie Dunbar went on to live for another 47 years until finally passing away in May of 1962 at age 77. This time was for keeps. At least I think it was.